Okay, so this one will probably be quick. This video is regarding females that are managing other females. So I put this towards other INTJs that are female because I'd like to see your perspective on it. I'm going to take an example from my current situation and hopefully provide some insight as to what I feel is challenges for dealing with other females. So personally, I have a situation where I have a female working for me. She is an NT as well. And what I find interesting is that taking a perspective for myself as an employer, when I decide that if I'm going to give a deadline or an estimate of time, I will make sure that that is going to be fulfilled, or I will make sure if I can't fulfill it, I am being very clear on expectation management and how I will make sure that this is going to be set up in a timeline that we can deliver to either my employer or a client or that type of thing. So one thing I find interesting is with this particular instance, I was following up with a female that works for me, and I actually used a total INTJ type approach with the email that I sent her that was very specific to where are we at, what is going on, and I just took out the niceties, because one thing I noticed with being a female leader is that there is difficulty with making sure with other females that you are being, even though you're nice, you're very clear on the fact that you demand the results that the individual set as expectations. So with this particular individual, she wrote back and said the email that she sent back to me was quite basically using the feminine wiles, I'll use that term, that was using the excuses of family and hardship. And I am by no means saying that those things are not real. I have 4 kids. I understand that type of issues. However, when you are working and you are so far off scope with task, and you have tried to do the soft approach to get things managed, and you have to go towards, say, the INTJ tough side, there's difficulty in making sense of the excuses that go into something that is so absolutely over the scope of what was agreed to. So what I found interesting as well is in this example, this individual also emailed my project manager, who's male, and emailed him separately and made basically she tried to go on to the empathized side of him by saying how she's not sleeping at night and how it was difficult to get this direct email. And when I say direct, I'm not saying in any way this was slander or very harsh. It was more just direct on deliverables that were or were not being met and what the next steps were. So what I find it too bad, because what I find is, with my personal experience, by all means, I am pro-female, and I think that we are great and we should work even harder to make ourselves stronger and better than the best we can be. And it's difficult when you see this type of situation happen where another individual that you hold in high esteem is using excuses as a way to get around living up to what they said they would do. And I find it challenging because I would question the fact that if I was a male, that email would actually be sent to me. The fact that I'm a female, it almost is asserting a certain expectation that because I'm a female, they're either able to say that stuff to me, or that I am skipping out of the girl club by calling them out as a person, not just a female. Like, one thing that is really important to me is the idea that every human is a person. It's not just set on your gender assignment. So you should be forthcoming and honest according to what you decide as a person that you can deliver when it comes to negotiating, especially on the work front, because work front is not necessarily a personal friend type of relationship. So you rely a lot on a person's word to make sure that you have the confidence to drive your product forward. So I find the reason why I'm bringing this up is just the concept of I wonder if it is because I'm an INTJ that I do take this, excuse me, this mentality about holding the other females in my workspace accountable to the same level that I would hold myself, or if this is something that is just a human thing. But yeah, I'm interested to hear what other INTJs have to say, especially ones that have also been in their career for quite a while or are managing females, and would like to hear what your thoughts are with regard to this in the comments. So if there is any video requests that come up out of this that you want further diving in on this topic, just remember to put video request in the comments so that I make sure that I can find it easily and respond. Thanks so much.